Hey guys, Sarge from Earth Walker Primitive. I'm doing a little bit of a review today. Just want to talk about my hat. You know, it's kind of a interesting review I'm going to put out here. You know, not too many people talk about their hats on bushcraft and survival related videos, but I definitely want to talk about the one that I wear. I know a lot of people ask, you know, comment about my hats and they wondered it, they liked it. You know, they want to know what it is. And this hat was actually gifted to me by my good friend Alan, and ever since I've had it, I loved it. He wears the same hat. A lot of people do wear these hats, and not many people really explain what they are, who makes them, and where they're from. And first off, this band and this feather is something that I just made. I made that. It doesn't come with it. This hat is made by The Real Deal in Brazil. Okay, and their website is realdealbrazil.com. Okay, and these hats are made out of canvas. Okay, these are 100% canvas, and where this canvas comes from is recycled canvas tarps from cargo trucks. And I'll read you here. They actually come with a little bit of a paragraph of the history of the hat. So if you've never heard of this hat, never been to this website, I encourage you to go check it out. They're very great hats, and I'll talk a little bit about the hat after I read the little paragraph it has here. It says, "Your hat is crafted from recycled tarps of Brazilian cargo trucks in an attempt to cut down on..." There's a little bird sitting right there. Since I started talking, he guess he got bored. But I hope I'm not boring you. But to cut down on the wasting of resources, most likely the fabric in your hat has traveled from the Amazon to Sao Paulo and back again. So don't take care of this hat, it will take care of you. There is nothing you can do to this hat that hasn't been done before. So go ahead, take on the worst, and do it with the smug satisfaction of knowing your hat is the real deal. And it's pretty much true what it says. You know, this canvas, from what it comes from, you know, is designed to take a beating and endure the weather, endure the sun, endure rain, resist mildew. You know, it's cargo canvas for trucks, so it's pretty durable. And they make their hats, and they don't just make hats; they make bags and a bunch of other accessories. And the hats, I tell you one thing, they're durable. I've been beating this one up for a year. I have been beating this up, putting it through all kinds of things. I've boiled water in it, done all kinds of stuff, and there's no mildew, there's no rips, no tears, none of the seams are coming undone. And you know, it's holding steady. The great thing about this canvas is you can waterproof this canvas just like you would a tarpaulin. All right, I know my buddy, he done this with his hat. I haven't tried it yet, but he actually waterproofs his with beeswax, and I'm not going to quote what else he does, but I know half of it's beeswax, and then, you know, and he coats that during the winter to waterproof it and give it some protection during the winter, and then he just removes it afterwards, you know, so it's not so hot during the summer. So it's a heavy, durable hat, and you can put it through a lot. Great uses of these hats, of a hat like this, a full brim hat. It's great for one because it's sun protection, okay? You got that little bit of sun protection over your eyes and over the back of your neck, your head, and whatnot. If you're a redhead like me, a little bit of sun protection is great. Another great use of this hat is, you know, obviously for fanning fires. You don't have to get in and blow. You got that nice big brim. You can fan fires. You got a little bit of rain protection out of your eyes, all right? You also have something that's great for collecting edibles. You're out there picking berries or flowers or whatever you're out there picking, you got something to carry it in. You can put it in there, and you know, you can haul a good bit. I know I was out picking strawberries one time, and a lot of strawberries fit in this hat, I'll tell you that. Another great use of this hat. You can see, you know, this is just something I did. I fashioned that cord, but I got these little wood plugs. And I did do a video a long time ago where I showed this, but I actually plugged the holes. This canvas is waterproof. Like I said, it's made to cover cargo and be rainproof. And if you further waterproof it some kind of coating, it's even going to be more waterproof. I mean, it is canvas, so if water's sitting in it, over time it will start to bleed through. It ain't going to pour through, but it'll bleed through. Anybody who's camped with a canvas tent, like the old Army pup tents, you know, if it rains, you stay dry, but once you reach up and touch it, and you start letting water in. Same thing applies to this. But you can plug those holes, like I have in that video, and you can fill this up with water. You can then use that to bait. You can use it for transporting water. If you've got nothing else to carry water out of a stream or whatnot, you can use it to collect water. You can use it to hold water so you can wash and do whatever. If you have no other container to collect water, you can collect rainwater in this and drink from your hat. It might taste a little funky, but at least you'll stay alive and stay hydrated. I'd rather taste my sweat and salt and all that than in some nasty rainwater than die of dehydration. The other thing you can do, plug those holes, and the one thing I did show in that video was I actually boiled the water in this hat with hot rocks. Okay, the hot rocks are not going to damage this hat. I'll fill this thing up with water, threw a bunch of hot rocks in there until I got that water to a boil. And you know what? This hat doesn't even look like it's endured any damage. It's a little dirty. I haven't washed it. But it's, it's a little dirty, but that could be clean. Dirt doesn't, it's just, you can clean that off. It's a little oily from sweat and all that, but that's fine. It's okay. It's a hat, and I'm wearing it in the woods. It's supposed to get oily and dirty. But as far as wear and tear, I've been wearing this for a year now. There is none. All this little fraying that's on it, that was all part of the hat already. So there's no new damage to it. It lasts. It's tough. I put it through the ringer. I've tested this hat out. I stand by it. I love this hat, and I want a new one. But the only problem is I haven't really destroyed this one to warrant buying a new one. So, and that's what I love about it. When you buy your gear, you want to buy something that's going to last you for a while. Now I've used the Army boonie caps. I got a bunch of them brand new in a bag. I won't even wear them because they get destroyed. That Army fabric they make those out of, it gets destroyed. It's not heavy duty. I've used other hats and they get destroyed. This hat here, it gets dirty, it gets nasty, it gets funky. I buy a new one of these almost every year. This hat, I don't think I'm probably going to buy one ever again, unless you lose it, someone steals it or something. Then I might have to buy it. But it's definitely a hat that's worth buying. Once again, the website is realdealbrazil.com. I'll put the link on here. And I just want to share a little bit about my hat for those who've never heard of this brand of hat and never checked out their website. And it's worth the money you pay for these hats. Okay, so they are a little pricey. And keep in mind too, if you do purchase one, if you do want to buy one, they run a little big. Okay. They're not sized by inches, like you would buy a fitted hat, or a military issue hat, where they say 7 1/4, 7 16. I know I wear about a 7 1/8 hat or something, 7 3/4 or something, 7 3/4, man, that's big, 7 1/8 or something like that, military issue hat. This is a size medium, and it's foreign to my head now, but when I first got it, it was a little loose, but they do shrink up. And if you get them wet, you can form them. Get them wet, let them dry out, form it to your head, mold it. It does snug up. So they do run a little bit bigger than what a normal size hat would be. This is a size medium, so I know a size large. I put it on and it just drops down below my ears. So, and they do that, I'm sure, because it does shrink when you get it wet and over time. But they're great hats, good quality product from a good quality company, and plus you're buying something that's recycled. You're not buying something that's made, you're buying something that was given a second life. Instead of being thrown away, they're made into great products, great hats, great bags, and many other things. Check them out. It's a real deal. Definitely is a real deal because I love this hat. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Sarge from Earthwalker Primitive.